time to talk about the next level of motivation. So far, over the past few weeks, we have talked about what is motivation, the power of why, and hopefully you're gone back and you have seen all of the videos, done all the training coming up to this point. So we've covered all of that. We've covered the emotional endurance that it takes to stay motivated even when the world is crashing down. Good morning, honey. And when stuff is coming at you and shit's hitting the fan and everything else, how do you stay steadfast through that? That emotional endurance. We've covered the pain pleasure and how it drives motivation. Pain pushes, pleasure pulls. Okay, remembering these guys. So going into this morning, that's going to set the stage for what we're going to talk about. Today's going to be a nice quick live because I already have the post set up on the site, as you can see on your yeah, it's Monday morning, guys. Rewind. As you can see on the post, we have the blog post link so that you can do the full video training and the audio walkthrough that is going to actually walk you through and induce you into the process of setting that anchor. That is a very intricate process when you're setting anchors. It's very simple, but very intricate and very key that you hit things at the right time. So that's going to help guide you through that process. And the great thing, you can visit that audio over and over again anytime you need to set an anchor, anytime you need to reinstall the anchor, empower the anchor. It is going to be there for you. So welcome aboard this morning. It's Monday morning. It's March 18th, 2019. What a better day to set an anchor and to set your anchor for motivation than today. Yes? All right, let's step up and get right into it. So setting your motivation anchor, being as though our series here has been on motivation, we're going to talk about setting the motivation anchor. You can set anchors for all different kinds of emotions, all different kinds of states you need to be in. But for the purpose of our series right now, we're going to talk about the motivation anchor. But you can use this tool elsewhere in life. So let's talk about what an anchor is. An anchor is an emotional state that's triggered by a certain activity, sound, sight, smell, etc. To give you a little explanation, have you ever, an example, have you ever had a relative that you remember made a certain food or had a certain smell to their home that just made you feel great? Maybe grandma. Usually it's grandma. That, when you'd go to her house at Christmas time or holiday time, you'd smell a certain thing baking and you would go into this state of bliss. Or, your parents had a way of looking at you when they were upset and it sent you into a state of fear. Oh, I'm going to get my butt beat. Those are anchors, things that anchor you. Some people, if you rub their heads, they relax and they go, oh, it's great. That's an anchor. Some people snap their fingers and know they're ready to go. That is an anchor. That's just that simple. This is what we're talking about here with anchoring. It is such a simple thing. What it is it's something that is formed when you're in a peak emotional state and a unique action happens. Now, if you feel really good and you go, da-da, but you go, da-da, a lot during the day, or can put you in a negative state, or make you feel overwhelmed. But sometimes you just go, I'm done with my day, and it feels good. So that may not be a severely overly anchored state, but I'm going to give you an example. You lose a loved one, and at the funeral, everybody comes by and goes, hey, it's going to be okay. Hey, it's going to be okay. You're sad. Hey, it's going to be okay. You're really sad. Hey, it's going to be okay. You carry on. Everything's great. And you're having a day and somebody comes up and says, hey, what's up? And all of a sudden you're like, I don't know. I just feel so sad. That's an anchor. That is a physical anchor. And that's what we're here to talk about today, is setting those physical anchors so you set yourself to win when you need it. Setting the anchor for motivation. This is what we're after today. How do we send a motivation? How do we set the motivation anchor? So it's a peak state, repeated unique action, visual or sound over and over. And that repetition is what lodges that anchor in. Just one time, boom, so sorry, or something isn't necessarily going to do it. But maybe you had, again, going back to a relative or somebody, hey, good job, kid. Hey, good job, kid, every time you did something good. And all of a sudden somebody goes, hey, and you go, hey, I'm doing a good job. And you go, well, that wasn't really relevant. But it is relevant because it's anchored into your neurological system. Anchoring is used a lot in NLP, neuro linguistic programming. You anchor a state, you anchor a state, you anchor a state to be able to fire it off at will. Boom, motivation. Boom, motivation. Boom. Do you see the difference? Do you see? And this is the cool part. When you're looking at somebody and you've set an anchor, or you notice they have an anchor, you can see the difference in their physiology. Boom, motivation. Boom, making a move that's motivation. You can see that's what pumps me up. That chest slam is unique. Now, if I want to relax, the rubbing on the head. See, these are things, these are anchors. Now, anchors can be intentional or unintentional. They can be intentional or unconsciously installed. This one's probably unconsciously installed. I didn't go, oh, let me make that as a relaxation anchor. I most certainly install this one for motivation. So there's the intentional, there's unintentional, there's positive, there's negative. A positive anchor is bam, let's go. A negative anchor is somebody looks at you wrong and you feel like you've done something wrong and you become defensive because that might have been the similar look your parents gave of disapproval, or a teacher gave of disapproval in childhood when they looked at you like this. And I tend to do that as a look with people. I'll be like, really? And it's kind of a joking, hey, let's kick it back in and, get back on track look, where for some people, that might very well be a look that absolutely devastates them emotionally because it was a look a parent gave them of disapproval. And I may be tooling along and just giving somebody a little, motivation at work to, hey, let's step it up, guys. And to them, it just absolutely knocks them to the ground. So being aware of people's anchors is also important in interacting with people. But we're going to talk more about interaction and relationships as time goes on with these series. Right now, it's all about the motivation. How do you fire off and trigger that motivation in a heartbeat whenever you need it? It's easy to be motivated when you get up and you're having a great day and business is great and your relationships are great and your kids are doing good. What about when you get up, it's pouring rain, you got to work outside all day, the kids are sick, you're fighting with your spouse, and your car won't start? How easy is it to get motivated on that day? Pretty damn tough. So if you have that anchor that fires off the physiology. Now, going back to the triad of how you create it, when you're setting the anchor, you've got to have your physical. Your physiology's got to be high. You can't say, okay, I'm going to get motivated. Bam! Physiology high. Your psychology, your focus has got to be on what's great, how much you love this, the excitement level. Because if you're going, oh, I'm physically ready, but I'm not really into this, you're not going to build a strong anchor. Then the base is the spirit, that why, your connection to your creator, to God, to your family, to your kids. Why am I doing this? So when you've got that triad in place, you set this positive, strong anchor. And again, for today, we're talking about motivation. So mine is, boom, the chest slam. It might need something a little more subtle. It might be a finger snap, as long as you're not somebody who's always snapping to music or something, general. If you set that, you're going into a meeting, into corporate, and you need to have this meeting and you need to turn on that motivation at will. And that's what we're talking about. So make sure you go to the blog post, guys. We've got the full training video. We've got the full induction audio to help induce yourself while you're setting those anchors to feel powerful and motivated. So definitely jump in on that. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know how you feel about this series. This is important to me that we're reaching you guys in a way that really matters. I'm getting up early. I'm working late on these, and I am happy to do it. I love it, but I want to make sure that it's something y'all find useful. That's what we're going after. If there's certain needs, certain topics you'd like me to cover, please do send them over to me. Because whether I'm well versed in that side of coaching or whether it's going to be a growth experience for me, sometimes I got to grow to learn to be able to deliver something to you. But if you need it, put it out there. Let me help you with it. So, setting the anchors are simple: peak state, peak physiology, reason why, and do something unique. So, quick rundown: you get really in a great state to where you feel unstoppable. You're visualizing it. You see your win. You see your win. You see your win. You're on top, right at the peak, peak, peak. Bam, anchor. Peak, peak, peak. Bam, anchor. Guess what? You could feel down, out like shit, and go, and you're on. That's what we're after. So check the post out, get it, jump on there. The training's free. There's no charge. The audio's there. You can use it as much as you want. Share that post, please. Share this with the folks you work with, your family members, anybody who could benefit from turning on motivation just that fast. Quick rundown of some upcoming events here at the studio. Just in case you're local, you want to join us next week on the 23rd, Saturday the 23rd. 10 to noon, we have a quick open house to invite the community in, check out the studio. We're going to do a couple quick health talks, a quick boot camp class to come check us out, have some nice snacks. Come have some fun. Challenge the trainer to a rope challenge if you like. Bring it on. Sunday, March 24th, we have our health eating and lifestyle seminar at 1 p.m. Give you time to get out of church or whatever you do on Sunday morning and get over here. It's a 3-hour seminar where we delve into the whole balance of healthy eating and lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's not just about eating. It's not just about working out, rest, relaxation, proper hydration, proper breathing, and proper psychology. We jump into it all and give you that full rounded lifestyle blueprint to work with so that you can get in there. Fit and 4 challenge starts the next day. It's a 4-week challenge for weight loss and fitness. Check this all out on the site. That starts on March 25th, revitalizelife.com. Definitely get on the blog and see. And if you have not done the trainings prior to this one, if this is your first one you're going to jump on, please go back and do those. They all have video trainings, and some have audio in addition, and the written post. Start at Introduction to Motivation, Motivation 101. Get those in because they all build up to today's. I encourage you to live with energy, passion, always live your dream. This is Coach Lou signing off and wishing you a most amazing day yet.